Joelicious!
Kitchen. Yeah, Joe.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Joelicious Kitchen. Today, I am gonna make a special dish to me because I grew up eating this, and that was made by my mom, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, for crying out loud. So this is a recipe that I brought here with me, and I'm gonna try making it today with all the ingredients on the table. So we're making Golubtsy. Golubtsy is the meatballs with cabbage. The Eastern European way of making it is with cabbage, but I'm also gonna add a hint of Joelicious Kitchen to it. So we're making Joelicious Kitchen Golubtsy with ground turkey. And because it's ground turkey, the recipe is gonna be called Gobble, Gobble, Golubtsy. So to make Golubtsy, we're gonna need 3 cups of boiled rice. Now, we're making 3 portions of this dish because I absolutely love it and I'm gonna make a lot of it. Plus, we're making 1 portion with beer, 2/3 of the 2/3 without beer. So 2/3, we will need 3 cups of rice, which is 1 cup of rice, boiled rice per recipe. So we're doing 2 cups of non-beer, 1 cup with beer. We'll need 3 carrots, shredded, 6 bay leaves, and 6 cloves of garlic. 3 eggs, 1 egg per recipe. We'll need 3 pounds of ground turkey. Now, if you're looking to make the vegetarian version of this dish, you can improvise and you can use the plant-based ground meat, meatless meat. So we will also need about, the recipe calls for 1 cabbage, average size. Well, we're gonna be on the lazy side and we're gonna make it with coleslaw. So we're gonna have about 4.5 bags of coleslaw, which is about 1 pound per bag. So 4 bags of coleslaw. Now we're gonna put aside about 2 bags, and about 2.5, maybe 3 bags of coleslaw is gonna go separately. So 2.5, 3 bags are gonna go into the mixture, and the other half is gonna go into the sauce. So for the sauce, we will need sour cream, paprika, crushed red pepper, regular black pepper, and of course salt. And of course, folks, how can we do it without beer? The beer is here. I am yet to decide which one to use. I still have a couple of Blue Moons left from my previous recipe, and I have plenty of homebrew right now. So, well, you know what? Why don't we go with my homebrew and leave the Blue Moon for later? How is that? So, of course, we'll need some pasta sauce, or you can use some crushed tomatoes or any sauce, pasta sauce you have. What am I missing? 3 onions. Chopped, finely chopped. No, 6 onions. 2 per recipe, my bad. So, we're gonna proceed to the stove with some of the ingredients. So we're gonna start by starting the stove. We're gonna use a large size frying pan. Drizzle it with olive oil. It's a non-stick pan. We're gonna throw all the onions that are chopped into the frying pan. As well as carrots. So we're gonna fry the onions and carrots until they're golden brown. And carrots gonna be on the softer side. Gonna drizzle a little more olive oil on top. And let the stove do the work. In the meantime, we're gonna have a sip of some super fine Blue Moon beer. All right, after that, we're gonna take the onion carrot mixture, split it in half, and put one half into a bowl like this. It is still gonna be hot, but it's okay. I'm gonna work with it as is. The other half, we're gonna split 1/3, take 1/3 and put it into the other frying pan, which is gonna be the beer recipe. And return both pans right on the stove and leave them aside for a little bit. After that, we're gonna mix rice and the onion carrot mixture. Mix them well. Then we're gonna add some salt. Gonna generously put some salt in. Stir it again. Then we're going to add the ground turkey. So we're going to start mixing it by hand. After that, we're going to add the eggs. One by one. Mix it again. And then slowly start adding cabbage. A little bit at a time. You want to leave all the bigger chunks aside. Alright folks, I underestimated the size of the bowls, so I had to use this big baking pan for making the mixture. Even now, it's kind of messy. But you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do because I'm dealing with a triple size portion of this dish right now. So basically, this is what we want to get. A mixture like this that we can roll meatballs with. That's it. That's it. Just like that. This is the end result. Now we're gonna put it aside and proceed to the stove again. All right, after that, we're gonna start the stove. We're gonna boil some water. I already have the water boiled, so I'm just gonna reheat it. As soon as the mixture starts sizzling, we're gonna add pasta sauce. I have a full jar, so I'm just going to use about 2/3 for one mixture. That is going to be the non-beer recipe, and about 1/3 for the beer recipe. Gonna stir it. And we're going to add some sour cream. For a full container like this, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do 2/3 for one recipe and 1/3 for the other. You can go easier on the sour cream, or you can go heavier on the sour cream if you like the sauce being creamy. The water at this point is almost boiling, so we're going to shut it off. And while it's there, we're going to add some pepper. Reduce the heat. Some black pepper. And some salt. Then some red pepper. And paprika. Stir it again. The sauce smells so good. And we haven't even added the beer yet. Next, we're gonna add garlic. We're gonna do, out of 6 cloves, we're gonna do 4 into the larger container. And 2 into the smaller pot. Pan. We're going to stir it again. All right, we're back to the table, and now when the sauce is ready, we threw a few bay leaves into each sauce recipe, and I completely forgot to mention that, but that can be done anytime, so no rush, no worries. So now we're gonna take all the cabbage that we have left, the coleslaw mix, and we're gonna proportionally divide it between 2 glass, or if you have metal, baking trays, baking pans. And I'm using 8 by 8 or 9 by 9, and then 13 by 9, I believe. So we're just gonna layer the bottom with cabbage, like that. Now, we're gonna take the mixture and start making rolling meatballs of small to average size. We don't want to make them too big because we want them to cook through. So let's go one at a time and throw them right in the baking dishes. So we have 2 baking trays filled with meatballs, and we still have tons left. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in the container and use it for another batch later. I'll just need more cabbage, of course. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave some sauce for these guys too, but we're gonna pour this sauce over the meatballs. Gonna preserve some for the remainders. And at this point, the oven is on at 355 degrees, 360 degrees, and we're gonna put the bacon trays in the oven for up to an hour. And after that, we're gonna enjoy Joelicious Golubtsy. All right, folks. After about an hour, Golubtsy are ready. So we're gonna try the beer one first. And the non-beer one after that. The best way to eat Golubtsy is with sour cream on top, other than the sauce that goes with Golubtsy. This is the best way to eat it. So I'm gonna give it a try, and I'm gonna let you know. They're very soft, which is good. I'm very impressed. This tastes so much like my mom's cooking. Folks, that's an 8 right there. I do like the beer ones better, but these are not bad at all. I'd give these a 7 and the beer ones the 8. Folks, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more Joelicious Kitchen episodes. For right now, today we cooked Gobble, Golubtsy. See you in a week.
Kitchen. Yeah, Joe.